All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down. Haskins. And it is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Yeah. Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not. He better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Haskins on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
You got it! You got it!
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking for the end zone. J.J. Nelson there to make the grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane. Shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 39.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And some room to work. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good air.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally. Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check nine. Jump. Shit. Watch the shit. That's it.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Caught by Nelson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he finds McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
16 yards. First down, Washington. 54. Let's go, defense. Man up, deep, man up, deep. Check. Touchdown. 54 is Mike.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Let's go now. 6-1.
Geis with the carry on second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On third and goal, Haskins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At their 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Haskins will throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Haskins. He completes it to Nelson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
49, check 49, check 49. He's coming, he's coming, he's
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To try again after the sack. Haskins. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Twisting away. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Right there. Pick your
54, right there. 54 Mike. Know your job.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, they run with Smith, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done, because they've treated this like a sudden change. When they
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Man.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
59, ready. Be ready. Hey, watch your leg. Ready to go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Let's put him on the buses. That's smooth.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
21.
First down, Golden Goal.
Bravo. Get up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Switch up, switch up. Ready to go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage, back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Ryan wants to throw it. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Ryan. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. To try here for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, just play them all the way through.